no. The transphobia in my comment section needs to stop. Yesterday I posted a TikTok responding to this question. What are the red flags you look for in men? And one of them was if he wouldn't date a trans woman. Red flag. And my comment section? You get the idea. I can't put them all because there's too many. Let me break this down. Trans women are women. So if you're heterosexual and you're a man and you said you wouldn't date a trans woman because it's a preference, that's just transphobia, period. The majority of the time, our preferences are rooted in something problematic. It could be trauma, racism, transphobia, the list goes on. If you want to find out what your problematic preferences are, click the link in my bio and watch this video. I am now going to take you all through an example. This person asked why it's transphobic to not want to date a trans woman. Already starting off on the wrong foot by referring to cis women as regular women, then said something about trans women not being able to carry children. If that's your sole reason for dating someone, keep that same energy for all the women who are infertile.
As an educator, I am constantly worried if I am part of the problem. What do I mean by that? Well, public education is an institution that upholds lots of problematic systems in our society, like white supremacy and misogyny and colonization, etc. In my role as an educator, I try to undermine that BS in my classroom as much as I possibly can. I teach high school English and whew, the white supremacy runs deep. What do I mean by that? Well, let's look at how we write essays. Start with an introduction that includes a thesis. Always cite your sources. Use transition words like however and therefore. These are all made up rules. They're arbitrary. They were created by Westerners in power. In linguistic justice, April Baker Bell calls this the language of respectability or the language of power. Which got me thinking, what if I started my school year with a unit honoring how we talk rather than teaching students how to write properly? So this is the start of my series on teaching linguistics in high school.
Welcome back, you old snack. This is part 2 of learning about a, air, airs neopronouns. To hear about the history and origin of these neopronouns, head back to my account. Now we're going to practice. A is from Baltimore originally, then A moved to New York City for a few years. Now A lives in LA with Air 2 cats. Have you seen Air artwork yet? A loves working with pouring paints and watercolors. A has made all of these Airself. In fact, you can support Air by purchasing artwork. Head to pukalukatuka.com. A hopes this practice helps. A knows that learning new words is difficult already, let alone how hard it is to unlearn how we operate and how we think about ourselves and those around us. But A is so grateful you stayed so long to practice with Air, and A hopes you come back for more pronoun lessons with Pukalukatuka.
Hi, you are not body positive if you are not anti-racist. You can't be body positive if you're not anti-racist. If you want to engage in and benefit from and profit off of this space and you want it to just be about loving your rolls and cellulite and stretch marks, you are at the tip of the iceberg and you've missed the entire point. Body positivity is meant for us to get at the root of the bullshit that we have been taught, and guess what? Fat phobia is very much rooted in racism, like big time, like seriously. Also, Black women totally paved the way for us in this space here. So if you care about this stuff, now is not the time to be silent, okay? This is not just about you learning to love your body. This is about all of us dismantling systems that make it impossible for people to just be safe in their bodies. And that means following up with action.